Hello. Today I'm going to review the process for installing the toolbox for the modeling and analysis of thermodynamic systems, or TMATS. TMATS is an open source MATLAB Simulink plugin that can be used for the development of thermodynamic systems. The first step in the process is to download the software package. TMATS is hosted in GitHub, so open a web browser and navigate to the GitHub site. Then type TMATS into the search function. This will open up a page that contains a few different software packages. The one we're looking for is this NASA/TMATS. This is the main TMATS page. It contains a description of the software along with a list of the development software. If you wish to be a developer for TMATS, you can click here and fork it into your own GitHub area. Then you can make updates and then check them into the baseline. For the average user, you'll want to use a stable release. You can reach the stable releases by either clicking here or by clicking here in the Releases tab. Version 101 is the most current release, and in general we recommend that you use the most current release. You can download that by clicking on this green button. Looking in your download area, you can notice that it created this .zip file. You can extract that to create the folder. This folder should then be copied somewhere on in your C drive that you can access with MATLAB. In my case, I created this builds folder so that you can go there and then into the TMATS version 101. You can then go into the user's guide. This will allow you to follow along with the installation process. Here you can see I scrolled down a little bit, and there's a number of steps that you can take. The first step is to download TMATS from the Git server, and there's a link. This has already been completed, so you don't need to do that. It also mentions that you need a C compiler. You can check to see if you have a C compiler by using the command mex setup. You can follow along these commands. In my case, I'm going to use the SDK 7.1 compiler, which is free on the Microsoft site. Step 2 says you should navigate to the directory of the desired release version. We've already done that. The third step is to install tmats.m. That script is located right here. It'll ask you if you want to install. You say yes. This script will then add the paths to the MATLAB paths and then compile the mex files. Sometimes it takes a couple seconds. There, it's complete. You can check to make sure that the paths have been set by looking in your paths. Here you can see them located there. The next step, you need to load in these specific lines in your startup.m file. Not everyone will have a startup.m, but if you don't have one, you can create one on your path somewhere, and it should work. You can determine if you have it by using which startup. I have it. It's located here. So you can just copy that. You can see that I already have them in my startup.m. It's because I already have this working on my computer. Once that's complete, you're complete with setup. You can exit MATLAB and then sign back in. In my case, I don't need to exit because I already had everything set up. But once you get back in, you can check to verify that it worked by looking under diagram in a Simulink model. You can see TMATS tools. You can also look at your Simulink library browser and verify that TMATS is there. It's right there, and there's a number of sub-libraries. These you can use, contain blocks that you can drag into your Simulink diagram. If you want to uninstall TMATS, you pretty much do the same thing but in reverse. You do edit, you delete these lines, and then you run the uninstall TMATS script. And as you can see, it removed these from the path. You can double check that by checking here. And you can see that they're gone. If you have any questions about TMATS, you can post questions on the users forum. The users forum can be accessed off of the TMATS homepage here, and that's located there. Once a post's been made, it allows anyone from the TMATS community to sign on, and they can answer your questions. This concludes the TMATS installation tutorial. Thank you for listening.